The kind of decisions you make turns out to be the pattern you see. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That if I decide to do a particular thing, the thing I decide to do is fueled by my behavior, is fueled by my way of thinking, is fueled by my way of doing things. It is what I've conceived in my heart, I exude and behave with. I can only behave out of what I've thought about. So it is the way I think about something, I behave in that way. And in the way I behave, when I behave that way, it kind of produces a particular result. And those results can turn out to be patterns. So more often than not, the results we see in our life are followed by, number one, our mindset. Then our mindset follows our behavior and our attitude towards it. And that results to repetitive choices and patterns we have in life. The mind is also one of the access gates we have. We can't see our mind. It's a spiritual force, right? And in opening up your mind, the things we take in daily with our sight, with what we hear, those are the things that accumulate and forms what we have in our mind. And that is why we talk about be careful of what you watch, of what you hear, because those things these our eyes and our ears are access gates. So they come into our space and they form things in our mind. And that's why you see when you talk about internalized words, these are things that probably someone said to you that you heard, or somebody you watched somewhere and it affected you, and those things are what accumulate to your heart. So most of the state of our heart is as a result of the things we have given access to through our hearing and through our sight. The scripture even says that guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. So you have to really guard your heart. In fact, guard your sight, your ear, because those are the things that forms the things in your mind. And our mindset is based on our familiar and the things we are used to, what we've seen, what we've heard. So we should understand our mind is not always right. And how do we get things right when it comes to the mind? It's the feeling the heart, feeling your sight, feeling your hearing with the right things, with the right words, with the things that promote you. He said, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are right, whatsoever things are of good report, let him think of these things. That's Philippians 4, if I quote it accurately. There's something in our mind that powers our behavior. It is the state of what you think about somebody that you react to them in that way. So it is what we've conceived in our mind that fuels the behavior we exude to our external, like to our normal physical realities. So when it comes to limiting hindrances and patterns and behaviors we exude as females, as male in general as well, is as a result of, number one, the access we have given our hearts through our sight, our seeing, and our hearing. And that forms what is in our mind, because the mind did not just come to be. It's as a result of what you have fed it with. And in that same way, what you have fed your mind with now comes out to be the behavior and the attitude we give to life and the realities of our life. So one of the ways of not self-sabotaging yourself or finding yourself in unnecessary patterns and making some choices that doesn't, give you the results you want in life is guarding your sight and your hearing and what forms up in your mind with the right things, with the positive things that helps you to be a better person. According to the scripture, Philippians 4:8, that we should think on these things, like I said earlier. Think of whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are of good report and all that. Let him think of these things.